Hi guys, it's Drew, Nancy Drew. Welcome to my channel. Oh my god, obviously kidding you guys, but as I'm dedicating at least half this video to an iconic lady detective, I thought it fitting to dress up like her, kind of. I felt like that this shirt with like a checkered color felt very Nancy Drew. The bright blue less so, I will admit that, but hey, I'm working with what I got. Except for, of course, something's missing. Ned, where's my magnifying glass? Huh? Ooh, here it is. You guys, I swear this is quality content you signed up for. Or you like the crazy. Either way, you're gonna have a good time on this channel. Anyways, fun aside though, or magnifying glass aside, what I want to talk to you about today is, well, fall is approaching. If it isn't already here, like where I live, the trees, they can't quite decide yet. It seems like some are still green, some are already changing colors, some are already naked, okay? But either way, I think it is common knowledge that the fall season is perfect for especially two genres, and that is both murder detective stories and classics. So I thought for this video, I'm gonna combine those two, and I'm gonna talk about some classic detective murder series. Like, one of them is a classic for sure. The other one, I'm only deeming a classic since it's something that I read in my childhood, but maybe you're gonna be able to relate. Well, we'll see. So let's first talk about the actual classic, and that is Nancy Drew. Now, Nancy Drew, oh my god, how I got to know about Nancy Drew is via the 2007 movie starring Emma Roberts. And in preparation for this video, yo, you cannot accuse me of not taking this seriously, okay? I'm doing research for these videos, okay? And for this video, that meant that I watched the movie last night and I had a grand old time. It was so much fun. Like, the parts that I loved best back then, and I still love them best, well, I still love them best yesterday, was within like the first couple of minutes, we see Nancy Drew's like handbag detective kit, and that shit was all I wanted as like a young girl. And to be honest, it's still all I want to this day. Like, I just love kits like that, where you have like everything neatly in its place. Plus, the best part about the thing is, of course, that she has like a tin with like cake in it, and the cake that is being presented throughout the movie looks immaculate. Plus, I love the shot of her lunch in contrast to everybody else's. Again, there's like a very cute cupcake involved. I'm a foodie, if you couldn't tell. But yeah, those are my favorite shots from the movie, I guess. Anyway, but you might already know that since I seem to not be able to shut up about it. I pretty much mentioned it in all of my videos that detective murder mysteries, especially like old-fashioned ones, are my favorite genre of all time, and Nancy Drew gives me exactly that. Nancy Drew, she's the protagonist of an entire series. She's a girl detective. She was being conceptualized in the 1930s. I say conceptualized because as I picked up my copy of the book I read for this video at a second-hand shop, the owner told me that Carolyn Keene, she does not exist. The Nancy Drew series was actually ghostwritten by a bunch of authors who and they all collectively publish under this pseudonym Carolyn Keene. So like only the publishing company who like came up with Nancy Drew, only they know who wrote which book, but we only see the name Carolyn Keene on the cover of all of these books, but Carolyn Keene in itself does not exist. Now that's the real mystery. Nancy, you on that? Now, I'm not exactly sure how many books there are, but Nancy Drew novels were being published from 1930 until I think only like recently, like 2014 or something like that. So there's a plethora of stories out there. Plus, there are of course various movie and TV adaptations. Besides the Emma Roberts movie of 2007, I also know the 1977 TV production starring, wait, what's her name? Pamela Sue Martin. I'm gonna put it in right here. I really enjoyed that adaptation as well. Now, that aside, the book that I read for this video kind of like to refresh in my memory, though it's not like I knew any of the Nancy Drew stories in particular, because I've only like watched the movie and I've watched the series and I've heard about Nancy Drew, but I've never actually read a Nancy Drew novel. But I picked up the mystery, or wait, what was it called? The Mystery of the Larkspur Lane, I think. Larkspur is like some flower. Now, I feel like I don't even need to go into too much detail about the book because I'm gonna be honest with you, these are children's stories, okay? Plus they're like from a long time ago, so they are fairly shallow. Though like shallow has like a negative connotation to it, but like it's everything develops really quickly in these stories. Like these books are not super long. They're basically short stories. You cannot only read them in a day, you can read them in like half a day. Which of course is not a bad thing. Quite the contrary, because as I said, fall is kind of like the season for classics, but some people, as of course not all classics, but some classics tend to be really long and thick, right? So having like classic on hand that you can basically get through in a day, that's something positive. Anyways, but the Larkspur Lane mystery was basically about old ladies being kidnapped and being held not hostage but kind of like incarcerated within the woods, and there are like pigeons and flowers involved, and of course Nancy's here to save the day. Now moving on from Nancy Drew, the other series I wanted to talk about in this video, which it's not as much of a classic of course as Nancy Drew, but to me it's like a throwback vibe, is the Fear Street series. Oh my god, I can't even believe it. I have not thought about the Fear Street novels in so long, and I'm not exactly sure, but I think I was watching a video by Elias, and he mentioned the Fear Street novels. I think he mentioned them because he was talking about that they have now been turned into like a Netflix production. And so I was like doubly shocked. First of all, I was like, oh my god, yes, the Fear Street novels. I haven't thought about them in so long. And then I was also like, wait, what? Now it's like a Netflix production? What the hell is going on? So basically, if you don't know, like the Fear Street novels, I think the first one came out in like the 1990s somewhere, by R.L. Stine, are like a thriller, horror, murder series for teens. Though it is about all of that, it is about murder, and they have like these thriller horror vibes to it, but at the same time it's not as bad. It's kind of like low-key, or like more low-key, because it's like written for teens. Plus, I mean, my sister and I, we were obsessed with this series. Like we had a stack of books from him, which I looked wide and far. I looked in the attic, I looked in the basement, I looked everywhere. We don't seem to have a single one of those left, which is a shame. I would have loved to like reread some of them for this video, but they're like, you can't get them anymore. At least I had a super hard time finding them. Like all my local libraries, they did not have any of them anymore, except for the like one of the subcategories of the Fear Street novels, because the Fear Street is like an entire universe. There's like the original Fear Street series, but then there are also some spin-off series that focus more like happenings that are kind of like paranormal. It's called Ghost of Fear Street, but those are apparently not just catered for teens, but even catered for kids, because like the library I checked at, they had a few of like the ghost ones, and I of course thought that they would be in the teen section because you know it's about murder and everything, but no, they were like in the literal kiddie section where they had like toys and everything. I was like, what is this doing here? But yeah, I guess that was okay. I don't know. Plus, I mean, I kind of like don't remember a single plot line. Like as I said, my sister and I, we read so many of these books, I can't remember a single one, but I am not emotionally scarred by having read them at like the age of, I don't know, 10, 11 and so on. So yes, they are like a horror series, but if I can take it, you can take it, because I can't take horror, but I could take them, so you're good. So anyways, as I just said, I could unfortunately not find a book in one of the libraries around me, nor could I find one in my house to reread. But should you have any of them lying around, I think this fall is definitely the season to pick them back up. But as I also mentioned before, the Fear Street novels have now been picked up and turned into like a mini series by Netflix. It's not a series per se, but they apparently produced 3 movies that they released like with a week in between each, and I think they're all out at this point. I have no intention whatsoever to watch them because, as I just said, I cannot take horror in any way, shape or form. And you best be sure that if in the year 2020 Netflix took like a teen horror series and produced it, it's gonna be hella graphic, hella horror, hella splasher. I don't even know, but it's not gonna be for me. But as I wasn't able to prepare a book for this video, I thought I might entertain you by watching the trailer to this series and freak out about it, I guess, because I already have this feeling that even like the trailer in itself will be too much for little old me. So here we go. Okay. Ooh. Fear Street trailer. Oh my god. The thumbnail alone. I don't want to watch this, but okay, Fear Street Part 1. Oh, you guys, I'm doing this for you. I really don't want to watch this. Okay, here we go.
Dude, what the hell? Guy killed a bunch of people at the mall last night.
Holy shit.
The dude was wearing a Halloween skull mask. How is that not fun? Guys, I think there's someone in the woods.
You can't stop it.
Yeah, okay, as I just said, I'm not gonna watch those. No, yeah, you could already like tell there's gonna be hella splatter, hella jump scare and all of that. That's not my vibe at all. So I guess I cannot exactly recommend you to watch those Netflix movies unless that's your vibe. But should you have some lying around, definitely pick up a few Fear Street novels this fall. Anyways, guys, with this, I will be signing off. I hope this video might inspire you to pick up some Nancy Drew or Fear Street novels this fall, and you're gonna enjoy that and maybe think about me. Wait, that sounded weird. Maybe just send me a picture on Instagram or something. That sounds better. Okay. With that, I will be signing off, and I hope you have a fun murder mystery fall, and I'm gonna see you for the next video. Bye!